What's going on? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? It's your brother outside of Qube. Yes. Yes, unfortunately for the clowns, we are back again. Unfortunately for the clowns, we are back again. We are most certainly back again. What's going on? What's going on? Um, yeah, man. Shouts out to my main man observing stuff. He ain't hurt nobody. He just observing stuff. Shouts out to my main man. Shouts out to my main man. But yeah, we gonna get into it tonight. We definitely gonna get into it tonight. We're gonna talk about a few things, you know, and last night we were talking about we reviewed um the brother, what is his name again? The Saint in the Center. We reviewed him. You know, we debunked damn near everything that came out of his mouth. We debunked that. And I got a few more clips because you know what happens when you search up a topic, you start to get more and more of those. So there was like when I went on YouTube today, there was a bunch of like clips of the dude, and I was like, you know what? Let me review a few more of these clips. So we definitely gonna talk about that tonight. We definitely gonna get into that. But what I wanted to start off with is Jasmine Crockett. Yes, Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett. We're gonna talk about her because she feels she's being attacked. She feels that she's being attacked by the online left and they're not giving her a fair shake. And she feels she can do more if she was in the Senate. So to hell with her voting record, to hell with what she actually believes in, she's not getting a fair shake. But hold on. But let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Matter of fact, um, we're gonna start the show off, and this is Tuesday Night Reacts. So the first video we're gonna start off. We're gonna start off a video with my brother Clay Kane. Shouts out to Clay. I really respect this brother. I really do respect this brother. I think he's a very good brother. He's very knowledgeable, extremely intelligent. But even our best and our brightest, they fall from time to time, victim to bullshit. And this is what I'm here to point out. So let's get right into it. Let go.
Running for senator of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
She is getting, I don't even know who I could say she's getting it from. She's getting critiques on social media. Let me just say that.
Yeah, so it's very
She's getting the critique she deserves. In my humble opinion, she's getting the critique she deserves. And what's going on is a lot of people don't want her to be critiqued. A lot of her Democratic constituency, a lot of the people that fangirl and fanboy over her, they don't even want her to be critiqued. They just want you to just vote for the goddamn woman. They just want you to vote for her, and it doesn't matter. But let's go.
very social media. Yeah.
Yeah. For her stance on Israel.
Oh man, shouts out! Look, that's Grandmaster Chin Checker. I think that's my big brother Shu Moon. YouTube changed the names, but Grandmaster Chin Checker. I think that's my brother Shu Moon. Shouts out to you. Definitely. Oh, it's buffering. Listen, man, the buffering shit. I can't do nothing about that. I've talked to Spectrum. They've came out to my house. They've done everything they could do. Um, I just said fuck it. I'm going with T-Mobile. I'm going with T-Mobile. So T-Mobile is gonna be here tomorrow. I apologize for the buffering. I can't control that. Like I say, Spectrum has been to my house multiple times. They don't know what the fuck is going on. So since they don't know what's going on, I'm just gonna stop paying them and get somebody else. And hopefully, tomorrow when I get to T-Mobile, it's not doing the same thing. I apologize for the buffering, man.
And also the whole APAC conversation, although she didn't receive money from APAC. So I guess they've moved on from that.
Well, see, here's the thing, because they try to say, because, from the online left, a lot of us are saying, well, you take money from APAC, da da da. Well, she says, well, I haven't taken money from APAC. But see, the thing with that's so nefarious with that, is that you don't have to take money from APAC to actually take money from lobbies that actually lobby for Israel, as we see right here. Yeah, I got it all pulled up. So APAC works with allied groups such as the Democratic Majority for Israel, the DMFI, and the Republican Jewish Coalition, the RJC. So if she's taking money from any of these groups or any of these groups that are adjacent, she's essentially taking money from APAC, these lobbies who are influencing her decisions. So she can say all she want. No, I'm not taking money from APAC. No, you're not taking money from APAC directly, but the way how you vote, which we're going to get into, the way how she votes for Israel. So this is kind of a little game, like a little cat and mouse game that they kind of trying to play with a little bit, but we ain't gonna let them get off the hook. Shouts out to my man Imatep Faru 436. Like, they're trying to play this game, but we ain't gonna let them get the fuck off. Never at all.
Right.
Oh, they gotta move the goalposts.
Right. And I don't have do you have it? Do you know it offhand, Reese? I believe that there was 3 packages that.
And let me say this, man. Shouts out to Reese Colbert. She's a very intelligent black woman. I look up to women like her. She's very intelligent, just like with my man Clay Kane. But when they begin to advocate for people like Jasmine Crockett, this shows you who they actually are. Like, this accentuates the stupidity that they would prefer to hold on to, instead of looking out for the betterment of the American people and by way of the black community. So this is stupidity that they're arguing for. But let's go.
Congress voted on. I think Jasmine Crockett voted on one of the 3 packages. And she voted against 2 of them.
She did vote against 2 of them. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have
do
the
know that
exact
for a
date.
fact. I have that for a fact. Yeah.
So what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to line you up to say, well, she voted on 1, but she voted against 2. But see, we actually have her fucking voting record. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Let's go ahead and pull up her voting record, because see, they want to play these games. I'm not here to play games. If we look at her voting record and we see right here, and let's go ahead and blow it up, just so it can be seen and it's not manufactured. She voted yes on HR 815, which was to give Israel $27 billion in weapons aid. Now, what did Israel do with that $27 billion? They used that money to continue to kill, maim, harm innocent fucking Palestinians. That's what the fuck they used that money for. That's what they used that money for. She voted yes on that. She also voted yes on HR 6363, which gave Israel $10.4 million a fucking day. Now let me ask you this. Where are the fucking votes that she has that she's done anything for fucking black people that's giving us $27 billion? Black people giving us $10.4 million a fucking day. Does that exist? The answer is no. It doesn't fucking exist. So as much as people want to say, oh, well, she hasn't received any money from APAC. So are you telling me that she's just doing this shit for the love of the game? And the answer is yes. Why isn't Jasmine Crockett, the person that they love so much, why is it that she's producing legislature to where she's offering to give $10.4 million to black people a fucking day? Why is that not happening? You want to know why? It's because she's bought and paid for. She's bought and paid for. So when Reese and Clay are talking about these things, they're like, oh, man, you should give her a chance, da-da-da-da. But no, she's voting to give these people this a fucking amount of money. But she's not voting to give black people this fucking amount of money. She's not even voting to give that to white American people. So why the fuck should we be voting for this woman to be in the goddamn Senate? This is a fucking disgrace. This is a disgrace. But let's go. Let's watch them try to move around, shake a tail feather, and finagle your understanding of the thing.
Because I looked this stuff up.
And this was aid to Israel, right? And I want.
She said she looked it up. Well, if you looked it up, why aren't you mentioning HR 6363, what she voted to give Israel $10.4 million a fucking day? And they can use it indiscriminately however the fuck they want. Oh, I looked this up. Oh, you looked it up. Why didn't you look up HR 815 to where she voted yes to give Israel $27 billion fucking dollars? Why didn't you look that up, Reese? Why didn't you look that up? Or maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I just didn't let the video play through to where they're actually going to talk about this shit.
I want to say it was the first one that she voted for. Got to double check it. So I want to play this clip of her encouraging people to do their research, do their work. And you know what's interesting?
So you want to play a video of her encouraging people to do their research, but you didn't even do your research. You don't even know what this woman voted for. You're saying, well, I think I have an inclination that she might have voted for this or she might have voted for that. Why isn't this woman voting for black people to have $27 billion? Why is she not voting for black people in America to be attributed $10.4 fucking million a day? Why is she not voting for that shit? Because she's bought and paid for. That's why. Stop playing with me, bro.
Interesting is that on one end, folks felt like Kamala Harris was too passive. And on the other end, when Jasmine Crockett is basically standing in it and not making too many apologies, then we hear that she is being too aggressive.
Bullshit. Nobody ever thought that Kamala Harris was being too passive. When we looked at Kamala Harris, we saw that Kamala Harris was for the goddamn genocide that was going on in Palestine. She told us on Good Morning America or whatever one of those shows was, Kamala Harris told us that she's not going to do anything different than what Joe Biden did. She told us 2 years before that she's not going to do anything specifically for black people. So why in the fuck are black people voting for a person And see, they like to use this woman shit. Oh, she was a black woman. Fuck all that. Let's negate that. Let me just give you that. Oh, yes, she is a black woman. Let me give you that. I'll give you that. She's a black woman. But so now that I've given you she's a black woman and we don't have to argue over that, what has she done or what does she intend to do for black people? She had no intention to do anything for black people, and she told you that. She had no intention to do anything for black people, and she told you that. Yeah. Like I say, man, I know I'm kind of breaking up a little bit. Sometimes the connection goes in and out. I really can't control that. I really can't control the connection. Hopefully tomorrow when I get T-Mobile, it fixes all of this shit. I apologize. But I can't control this right now. I can't control it. So let's finish up.
Like either way, you lose.
Yeah, that's why it don't make any sense to do anything but what you want to do, because people gonna have a problem regardless.
So listen to this clip that's gone viral. Listen to this.
What about the criticism where some people have said, I know you've seen it on social media, where people are saying that some of them aren't going to vote for you because of this pro-Israel stance. What do you have to say about that?
What I have to say is that people need to start to do their research and stop falling for the clickbait. Listen, if you've loved me before, then what has changed? You can always look at my voting record and know
That if you loved me before, you can always look at my voting record. Well, excuse me, little missy. We've looked at your voting record. We have your voting record. Do you not see it right here? We see your voting record. We see your voting record. You're voting for Israel. No person on the left who she's trying to gain their trust. Why the fuck are you looking for people on the left to vote you in? There's no true. Listen, if you are really a leftist, you wouldn't even be voting Democrat any goddamn ways. So she's not talking about people on the left. She's really looking for Democrats. And if you're a goddamn Democrat voting for this trash, like, you're fucking disgusting, like, all the way around. This woman is trash, bruh. She will not have Americans or even black Americans. She's not going to have your issues at heart because she's showing you. She's willing to give $27 billion fucking dollars to Israel. She's willing to give $27 billion to Israel. She's willing to give $10 million a fucking day to Israel. But what is she trying to do for the people in Texas where she resides? What is she willing to do for them? Not a fucking thing. Y'all playing games. And she is actively playing y'all. It's crazy as hell. Let's continue.
what it is that I haven't voted for, but it's quite intellectually lazy if you just sit there and let somebody else tell you something and you don't go and get the full picture.
Oh, so it's intellectually lazy if you just allow Qube to show. It's intellectually lazy if you allow Qube to show her fucking voting record. That's intellectually lazy. That's intellectually lazy to allow Qube to show you her voting record. No, princess, it doesn't work that way. You have a record. You have a record of what you voted on, and we see what you voted on. The answer is no. The answer is no. We ain't rocking with you. We're not rocking with you.
You can always look at my FEC filings and find whatever information it is that you seek. So what I will tell you is that I'm not going to be distracted, because at the end of the day, I can tell you that Texans are concerned about the fact that we lead in uninsured in this country. I can tell you that Texans are concerned because right now jobs are few. I can tell you that.
Oh, she can tell you right now that there's so many things going on with Texans, but where the fuck is your voting record of giving Texans $27 billion fucking dollars? We don't have you on record giving Texans any fucking money close to $27 billion dollars or $10 million dollars a day. She's actively playing you goose, and you niggas is okay with it.
The Texans are concerned because they can't afford childcare. I can tell you that Texans are concerned because hospitals are about to close down. And if you have questions, then you should just go and look at my record. I have nothing to hide. I wouldn't be running for office if I had anything to hide. But what I'm not going to do is allow people to sit here and have me on the defensive about something that they don't even know what they're talking about, because it is very easy to look up who is endorsed by who and to figure that out. That is intellectually lazy for you not to just go and look who has been endorsed.
All right, so on that video, Amanda Seals commented, and she said, "She sounds a damn mess. I am so disappointed in her choosing this path. Blink twice, sis." I just wonder what the end game is. Because her opponent on the Republican side, if y'all got to choose between two people, which one is it going to be? If it
Well, see, that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem, Mr. Kane, is because you're looking at this from, well, her opponent on the Republican side. You're looking at it like, well, what about her opponent on the Republican side? The problem is that there's no third party, meaning that there's no third person that we can, that's offered to us. We have this or we have that. We have this or we have that, and that's all we get. So you can look at the Republican side and say, man, this is awful. You can look at the Democratic side and say, this is awful. This is why Democrats have been able to pass off their negligence as, well, we're left wing. No, you're not left wing. There's nothing about so-called left wing politics that's associated with Democrats. It has nothing to do with left wing politics whatsoever. And it actually took me a long time to figure that out. I'm going to be honest with you. It took me a long time to figure that out because I'm like, damn. This is supposed to be the Democratic Party. Why are they not being democratic? And then you figure out, oh, the Democratic Party is a fucking organization. It's actually a company. The Democratic Party is actually a company. It's not, they get to choose whoever the fuck they want to run. And then you choose from that. Whatever this company decides. You don't get to choose whoever the fuck is that you really want to run. Nigga, please. You don't get to choose who you want to fucking run. The RNC, the DNC, these are companies. These are companies. You don't get to choose. Sorry.
really matters that much in Texas. But I tell you, some of this stuff that begins on social media and spreads around on social media, sometimes it can get into the voter's mind.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's concerning to me because we could.
No, it's not concerning. When this stuff gets into the voter's mind, this stuff should be into the voters' mind. That the voters should be looking at these things. But what they want to do is they practice misdirection. They don't want you to look at all of this stuff. They just want you to vote for Jasmine Crockett because they're Democrats. So just vote for Jasmine Crockett so she can just do what? Keep things status quo? Like they come to politics. They talking a whole bunch of noise. Oh man, da 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 da. They talking a whole bunch of noise, but then do you notice how nothing ever happens? Nothing ever changes. The status quo just stays the same. Why does everything stay the same? It stays the same is because it has to stay the same. Nothing can ever change. Is because their paymasters and benefactors won't allow anything to fucking change. This is what's actually going on. And I'm just like, yo, like what's happening? Like, do you guys not understand what's happening? Does anybody not see this? Am I taking crazy pills? Am I the only one? Peace, shout out. We got JJ 7000 in the building. Am I the only one seeing this shit? What's going on? Yeah, people are saying I'm breaking up. Man, I can't wait to get off of this goddamn Spectrum internet shit, man. Fuck. They ruining my show. They're ruining my show. Like I say, man, I had Spectrum come out to the house. The nigga monkeyed with the fucking wires and went on home. It was like, yeah, it's supposed to be working all good, and yeah. Everything's supposed to be all right. Then the nigga went on to the next call. You know. You can't blame niggas who just doing their job. You know, but it's like, come on, bruh. So we see what type of time they on. They don't want to hold Jasmine Crockett accountable. They don't want to hold her accountable, bruh. They just want you to vote for her. They just want you to vote for her because they want status quo. And status quo is where they thrive in. They thrive in status quo. If shit was upended, no. There would be no place for these type of people like Clay Kane and Rishi Kober. No, there would be nothing for. There's nothing for them. What the fuck is there to report on and talk about if everything is going how it's supposed to be going? There's nothing for them to talk about. There's nothing for them to talk about if everything is going how the fuck it's supposed to be going. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. So they need the chaos of the bullshit. So let's move to the next topic. Yeah, we got to get into this Saint and the Sinner character because he's definitely a fucking character. We definitely got to get into this because this dude is ignorant as fuck. He's super ignorant, bro. This dude is super ignorant. This dude, let's take a look at this shit. This dude says, the Saint and the Sinner says patriarchy isn't the problem, it's the solution. Well, let me tell you this, bro. Patriarchy isn't the problem, but it's a problem. And it's most certainly not the fucking solution. Patriarchy and what's going on in America isn't the problem, but it's a problem. And I will most certainly opine, but let's listen to this garbage.
Like us to be successful, to move forward politically. What
So
do
we
you
should
think
try our
would be
best to
withdraw from the tax system and reinvest that money into ourselves. A political party is not going to help us, but whatever we do,
utter stupidity. Utter stupidity. If a nigga is telling you to withdraw from the tax system, what the fuck does that even mean? You know what? The reason why we're being attacked as black people is because, you know what? We haven't withdrawn ourselves from the tax system. This is what this dummy, this idiot is talking about. Because we haven't withdrawn ourselves from the tax system. Do you hear this dumb shit, bro? We need to withdraw from the tax system. And guess what? Overnight, magically, all black people are just going to have so much more fucking money. Just overnight. We're going to withdraw from the tax system. Okay, well, let's give you some kind of reprieve. What does that look like? Is he going to talk about what does it look like once you withdraw from the tax system? Or you know what? Maybe he's going to explain to us what the fuck the tax system is. Is he going to explain any of these things? Spoiler alert. No, the fuck he's not. He won't explain to you what the fuck this tax system is that you need to divest from or not fuck with. He's just going to talk about it. Like he's a Tommy Sotomayor 0.5. Like he's just one of these weirdo niggas that just says shit, and a lot of people become enamored with this shit. Like, oh man, that's such a good idea. You're right. Taxes are really the taxes are the problem. You know what, Saint? You're right. It's the taxes that's actually fucking up black people. It's the taxes that's actually fucking up black people. It has nothing to do with the median home being $400,000 and the average black person, makes fucking $50,000 a year. No, it has nothing to do with us only making $50,000 a year. It's the tax system that we need to divest from. So what happens when we divest from that fucking system? But let's listen to this goofy.
We'd have to do it as a block. So whether we're utilizing the Democrats or we're utilizing the Republicans, we do it as a block. So here's the thing. The Democrats and Republicans use us. Now we need to use them.
Now we need to use them. Do you hear that? Now we need to use them. There's nothing that he just said in that stupid fucking soliloquy that actually gives a plan. He's just telling you, use them, do this, do that. Well, what are the intricacies that are involved that people can actually use the system? This is Brother Polite all over again. When these people tell you this type of shit, hey, you know what you need to do, brother? You need to actually use the system that's using you. And then you sit back and you think about it, and you're like, you know what, brother? You're right. I need to use the system that's using me. And then you look at this shit, and if you're intelligent, you say, damn, well, how the fuck can I use the system that's using me? That shit don't make sense. How the fuck can you use the system that's using you? It's a one-sided system. You don't get to use the system, nigga. The system uses you, you dumb fuck. You don't use the system. The system uses you. You don't wake up one fucking day and say, you know what, I'm going to use this fucking system that's been using me, and I'm going to turn it all I'm going to turn it on its head. No, that's not how this shit works. You don't use the system that's using you. You don't get the opportunity to do that. You are the fucking cog in all of this shit. You're the cog. If you stop working, then everything stops. But let's listen to Dummy.
And that can only happen as a block. I yield the floor.
So the thing is, Saint, is one, I also personally don't believe that I have to listen to people if I don't care what they have to say. However, let's go with what you said. The only reason why I brought up Bo is because you said that would he do it for you? He may do it for you. But what if it's somebody he doesn't care to listen to? Just like maybe Aisha didn't care to hear the conversation that she was hearing. Because when she spoke on the red pill thing, it wasn't just about what Cooley said. It was also what was being said prior to, where she felt like at that point the conversation started to shift towards a space where it was,
Stupid.
you know what I mean, pointing the finger at black women. However,
Yo, let me just say this for any of these black pill, red pill, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves, all of these niggas are retarded as fuck. They're not intelligent. They're not intelligent. Not a single solitary one of them. They're not intelligent. If you're sitting on a panel to where you're asking another man, well, how do we do this and how do we do that? Bro, you're not intelligent. You are a fucking idiot, and you need to observe that you are a fucking idiot. And you need to understand that. You have to understand that shit. But let's go.
the reason why I asked that was because I'm saying if Cooley did not want to hear what Bo had to say, I'm asking you, do you believe that Cooley would tell Bo, you know what? My bad.
I already answered that. I said that I've never observed Cooley to be anything other than civil. And in the particular example you're using, Aisha and I are strangers. I don't know if she has a background with Illa, but we're strangers. And I approached her in a respectful way, and she reacted in a way that was hostile. She's like, well, what you need to ask about how I'm doing? Like, that's hostile. That's not a normal thing. And I absolutely love black women. I want to see black women in great, strong marriages and create strong families. And for that to happen, black women are going to.
You notice what he said. He want to see black women in great, strong marriages. He never said he wants to see black women in great, strong positions. He doesn't want to see black women in great and strong positions. He only wants to see black women being strong so they can make the best fucking sandwich for him. This is the type of time this goofy is on. He's a total idiot. He's totally okay with you as long as you're making a fucking sandwich for him. Other than that, he don't want to deal with you. Let's go.
Need to be coached on being more cooperative. And I think that it's our responsibility as patriarchs in the community who love them and want them protected to help with the nourishment of.
No, we're not patriarchs, bro. You got that fucked up. We're not patriarchs, bro. You got that fucked up. We're not patriarchs. Patriarchy is a fucking problem that women have had to deal with for the past fucking 2,000 years. And if you're a fucking idiot that's running around portraying patriarchy as something that we should fucking do, nigga, it's time to check who the fuck you are. Because when you look at patriarchy says, hey, women shouldn't have fucking bank accounts. Women shouldn't be able to move, think, unless there's another fucking man around. And I don't believe that. That's garbage. That's trash. That's garbage.
These traits. And that's what I was doing. I addressed her respectfully, and I knew I wasn't going to have any significant influence, but it's inches. But you and I, we disagree on that.
Yeah,
highly. We highly disagree.
Yeah, highly disagree.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, there's been some times I done heard some wild shit that women have said on these.
Like, for example, you've cursed like 30 times, and I've cursed 0 times. Like those kind of things. Pardon?
What does that have to do with the person in China?
It has to do with the way we represent ourselves.
It has nothing to do with nothing. If I'm cursing and if you're not cursing, as long as we're getting our point across, it has nothing to do with nothing. You can curse all you want. If I'm not cursing, it's not finna change what the fuck things are. So this just goes down the line of who this dude is. He wants to be pedantic about every fucking thing. Oh well, you shouldn't curse. Well, okay. What if I do curse and I still achieve the same thing that you were doing by not cursing? Should I stop cursing? It's just stupid on every level. Like he's a retard.
In terms
I'm a
of
cursor.
being respectable in front of our own people and
I'm
not being
pretty respected.
unrefined. Like,
I'm
for
pretty
example,
respected.
you were telling me
I
that the
guess
way
So cursing or not cursing is a thing that allows you to be refined or not refined. Like the stupidity is palpable. No, bro. By me cursing or not cursing, that has nothing to do with what the fuck I'm talking about or the point that I'm trying to make. Like at all.
I communicated to the young lady was questionable, yet you've been cursing the whole time. Now, generally, when you
What does that have
analyze
to do with
language,
cursing in China?
you're
Everybody
talking while you're
cursed.
talking. I'm going to yield the floor.
Well, I
since you're
was talking,
while I'm
and then you
talking.
said, "Oh, for example, you're cursing right now."
Go.
So, you know what I mean? Fair enough. I was talking, and then you jumped in and said, "Oh, but you're cursing."
I'll listen
I
to you.
curse
Go ahead.
I curse all the time. I curse on this show all the goddamn time. It's what I do. Who cares? What does that have to do with the person in China? Either you rock with what I said or you don't.
I think in the spirit of what you guys are discussing, and you can see it happening right now, there's always been this illusion that we all look like we all operate the same, and that is far from true. And I think that sometimes we have multitude of personalities.
So the gay nigga just decided to just fucking talk and say some gay shit for no fucking reason. Hey, gay nigga, shut the fuck up. Nothing what you said had anything to do with anything. If a nigga is cussing, so what the fuck he's cussing? Is he getting his point across? Do you understand his point? Like, this is what I understand about these faggot ass niggas that be talking shit. Like, just shut the fuck up for real. A lot of niggas really don't care about your fucking point because you a fucking faggot for real. Like, I don't understand these gay niggas, bro. They just have to say something. Like you just like you as a gay nigga, you just have to say something. Nigga, nobody want to hear what the fuck you gotta say. For real, if we're being honest.
Personalities who will showcase the divide. There is an elevation, there's a maturation that needs to take place. That's amongst people, male and female alike. But there is hierarchy. There is people, I've said this for years, just because we look alike don't mean we subscribe to the same thing. And that's what I think is occurring right now. It shouldn't be that deep, though. I mean, at the end of it, once we log off, but it's.
Bro, when gay niggas talk, bro, like it just kind of disrupts my soul. Like I just don't fuck with these niggas, bro, because I think these niggas should shut the fuck up. But nevertheless, let's continue.
Seems to be because we want to leave
room
room
to one person. Nobody else gives a fuck about me cussing like him.
One thing that we need to realize. I know we love getting on the internet and making money from, making Black women terrible people, or women in general just terrible people, right? And I know that works for some people, and I'm cool with that.
What the fuck? Listen, see, this is the disgusting shit that I have a problem with. How can this woman say she's okay with people disrespecting black women and she's okay with that? Like, this whole fucking panel is just a panel of distrust and garbage. Why the fuck would you be okay with black men or whoever the fuck disrespecting black women? Oh, well, I see. Well, this is how you get your money, and I'm okay with that. Why the fuck, in any sense that you would ever be okay with a black man, with a white man, or anybody disrespecting black women? Like, you bitches are fucking disgusting to me. You're fucking disgusting. Why would this ever be a thing that's okay? Because I'm not okay with this shit. She's like, oh, I get it. You know, motherfuckers is, talking about black women, and I'm okay that y'all do that. Why the fuck are you okay with motherfuckers defacing and fucking over black women? Why the fuck is that something that's okay? Like these disgusting black bitches are fucking disgusting, bro. I don't understand that shit. She actually just said that shit. Listen to it.
Making black women terrible people, or women in general just terrible people, right? And I know that works for some people, and I'm cool with that.
Why the fuck would you be cool with that? Why would you be cool with a motherfucker that's disrespecting black women? Hey, excuse me, stupid bitch, ain't you a fucking black woman? So basically what you saying is, niggas like me, we shouldn't be up in the ante. We should just be okay with when motherfuckers like the Satan, the Sinner, and all of these other motherfuckers just talk shit about black women. We should just be okay with it and just allow it. And we should just allow it. Like stupid, like I'm telling you, bro. When you look at a lot of these conversations of these black pill, whatever the fuck they call it, red pill conversations, these whores are fucking dumb. They're so fucking stupefied that they're allowing niggas to talk shit about them, so much so to where they're just like, yeah, I'm cool with it. They can just say whatever the fuck they want to say. Like, huh? Like, bitch, don't you, like, do you not have a daughter? Do you not have a son? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how the fuck can you be this goddamn stupid to where you would just be totally okay for a motherfucker to just talk shit about your like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, pieces of shit like this need to be thrown in the garbage. Like, this is trash. Like, that woman that said that, what's her name? Boheme Noir. She's trash. This is garbage. Never in my fucking life would I ever be okay with a motherfucker just talking shit about black women so where they could just talk about what they want to talk about and just say whatever the fuck they want to say if they're trashing black women. And this stupid fucking bitch is saying, yeah, it's okay. It's totally fine. I get that this is how you make your money. No, nigga, I don't understand how the fuck you can I don't understand how you can trash black women or other fucking women and talk shit about them and everything is cool. I don't fucking understand that. I don't understand that. How you can just talk shit about a fucking group of people and then on top of that, you also want to lay with and fuck with these same women. And you want to talk shit about them. I don't understand that shit. This shit doesn't happen to white women. It doesn't happen to any other fucking woman. But now you got stupid fucking bitches like this that's saying, hey, you know what? However you want to treat black women, however you want to talk about black women, all of that is cool. All of that shit is cool. When the fuck did that shit become cool to where you could just talk about black women however the fuck you want to talk about them? When the fuck did that become cool? When the fuck did this shit happen? Explain this shit to me because I wasn't hip. I would never tell my fucking daughter, you know what? Hey, you know what, daughter, is totally cool. Let these motherfuckers talk shit about you and just dish rag you totally and so fucking what? Huh? But this fucking idiot is saying, hey, man, you know what, it's okay how niggas talk about black women. When the fuck did that become okay? When did it become okay?
If it gets you money, great, wonderful.
So if you make money from talking shit about black people, great. Well, no, hold on. Not black people, black women. She's a thunder monkey. This is a bitch that you should never allow in your fucking sphere. She's telling you it's okay. Like I'm telling you, bro, when you look at a lot of these panels and like these red pill or whatever the fuck these niggas be doing, this is why I don't fuck with it, because it's so fucking stupid. This bitch is talking about it's okay to just talk shit about black women, and you could just say whatever the fuck you want to say about black women. Like, how the fuck? And then you got this dumb fucking ragamuffin, nothing ass bitch that's talking about, yeah, it's okay. You can just talk about black women and then subsequently treat them like shit. Who gives a fuck? Huh? It's crazy.
But I think that you all miss the experience. You miss learning how black women experience the world and how we feel. And so
now she's trying to get into some other shit like, oh, you miss how black women feel. Well, bitch, fuck how black women feel, because you just told us that we could just do whatever the fuck we want to do when it comes to black women. We can just treat them however the fuck we want to treat them. We can talk down to them however the fuck we want. So why the fuck should we care about how black women feel? Like, what is you talking about? Like this is a disgusting fucking woman. This is who this is.
when you ask a black woman a question, especially if maybe she is irritated, maybe she's tired, maybe she's whatever she is, right?
Now she's going through all of this. Now she's giving the black woman all of these fucking things that could be fucking happening. But motherfucker, you just said fuck the black woman. That it's okay for niggas to talk like that about a black woman. Bitch, this shit don't work this way. Either you is or you ain't. This woman is an idiot. Don't ever listen to her. She's a dummy. Listen to her. She's talking about some, oh, well, you could just say whatever to a black woman and, you know, she's supposed to accept it. Like, bitch, no the fuck they're not supposed to just to accept whatever.
If you ask a question and she doesn't perk up for you or whatever, you know, that's just my assumption. But whatever you would like her to do, if she does not react the way you want her to react, somehow it's a cooperation issue.
You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. If I ask a black woman a question and she doesn't perk up, excuse my language, y'all, bitch, that is a fucking cooperation issue, you fucking idiot. That's a cooperation issue. According to what you just laid out, that's a cooperation issue. If I see a black woman, she doesn't smile when I speak to her. When I speak to a black woman and she doesn't give me what I'm supposed to expect, that's a problem with that black woman according to the stupid shit that she's talking about. That's an issue with that black woman. Yes, dummy. Oh, so when you speak to a woman and, you know, no, it is a cooperation issue. That's the motherfucking definition of cooperation. That's the definition of cooperation. What she wants to say is that you, as a black woman, you should cooperate, but you should not cooperate. So you can never really do anything in this dumb fucking woman's mind. Just dumb for no reason.
Sometimes you can ask that black woman a question and she perceives it another way. Why? Because the black woman has a very different experience.
This woman right here is so fucking stupid. She's actually holding black women back. This woman right here, what's her name? Boheme Noir, she's so fucking stupid to where she doesn't understand her stupidity. She's actually holding black women back. She's holding black women back. And she's sitting here like she's on some kind of fucking throne to where people should listen to her. Bitch, nobody ain't listening to you. I would never tell my daughter to listen to you. You're a fucking idiot. You're a dummy.
experience that people gloss over. Y'all don't pay it any attention. You call us victims and all of that. It is really just an experience that we have in the world. It is always being called aggressive. It is always being called problematic. It is always being called something. You got an attitude. You mad. You all of this. And so when you hear a simple question, sometimes it's very innocent. And I get that. But sometimes people are being a smart ass. And you don't know which way to come from. And I got tired of hearing this conversation about this solution in the Black community that didn't really even solve anything. So I checked out like that because I wasn't even allowed to be a part of it, mostly just because it's just a panel of people with big voices. And I'm not the type of person to just come in and be like, hey, I need to be heard. I'm going to raise my hand. And if I am not acknowledged, I don't say anything. So I'm going to check out. Now, if that had been me sitting there, checked out, and I was asked that question, I'm good. Because at that point, I'm just rested. Like, I'm good. All right? Mm-hmm. And maybe you might read that as something. So I think that there's something happening on both sides. Because one, if we have...
You know what? I hate women like this. I truly hate women like this that try to come on the panel and they try to be so soft and serene like they're actually saying something, but bitch, you really not saying nothing. You're actually making the politics worse. And you're so fucking stupid. You think you're saying something because you're trying to be so soft and serene, and you think that you're making people think. Like, these are the most fucking disgusting women. Whoever this woman is, you are stupid as fuck. You dumb as shit. You got a bunch of fucking raging fucking men who want to put your stupid ass in the fucking kitchen to make fucking sandwiches, and you're just going right along with that shit. Because you're too fucking ignorant to even understand the goddamn conversation. You're just that fucking dumb. So maybe stupid motherfuckers like you belong in the goddamn kitchen, you idiot.
Checked out, it is for a reason. Why don't you ask the reason? Because some kind of way now we're uncivilized. And I don't know that that's the claim that you were making, but that's just what I got from it. And if I'm wrong, I'm
So
cool with being wrong. I'll admit that I'm wrong. And
So
I will
stupid.
apologize. I don't have any problem with that.
So
But that's just
stupid.
what I got.
She's so stupid. She can't even understand her stupidity.
And so
So stupid.
we come in these spaces, we as in men, come in these spaces, and we like to
So stupid.
prescribe these things to women without even asking what their experience is. We are dismissed over and over and over again like we're playing the victim.
So if men are doing this, then why the fuck are you adding to it and allowing men to do these things? If men come into these spaces and they're being allowed to do this shit, why are you adding to it? You should be going against it. But you're so fucking dumb, you can't do that. Bro, I hate dumb fucking women, bro. I really do. I really hate dumb fucking women. They're so fucking stupid.
And all we want to do is be heard, because I can guarantee you there is not a man in the world who is ever going to lead me anywhere. You couldn't lead me to the bathroom.
And then she comes up with this shit. You couldn't lead me to the bathroom. She said all of that just to say this. Well, you couldn't lead me to the bathroom. Well, a stupid bitch like you isn't meant to be led. A stupid bitch like you is meant to be fucked and left to the side. Like, that's who the fuck you are, dummy. You're just not smart enough to understand. You're never gonna have a husband. A motherfucker like you is just meant to be fucked. Like, you're the type of bitch, a nigga see you in Walmart or whatever, say what's up, drop the number, and nigga just creep on you. That's who the fuck you are, dummy. That's who you are. That's who you're meant to be. Niggas ain't checking for you other than getting those fucking skins. That's it. Niggas is trying to fuck on you. That's it. And maybe you understand, well, I am a little bit ugly. Maybe there ain't a lot of niggas that's checking for me. Well, yeah, understand that. But don't put that on all women. Shit, most women, they're trying to get married. They're trying to fuck with niggas. No, bitch, you ugly in the face. You look like a piranha in the face. All of this shit, niggas ain't fucking with you. Do that. Don't try to put this shit on other women. No. Well, most women say this. Nah. You ugly as shit. Don't try to put that on most women this or most women that. No. Put it on most niggas. Most niggas ain't fucking with you. We don't look at you like we're interested. And that's where a lot of you motherfucking hoes fuck up at. Cause y'all be listening to these black pill channels thinking that a nigga is checking for you when a nigga ain't checking for you. Nigga, we actually trying to holler at your motherfucking friend for real. And we trying to see what her neck do. That's where a lot of you motherfuckers fuck up at. Oh, it's so fucked up that every time I go out, niggas is always checking for my friend. Well, bitch, you need to get uglier friends. That's what the fuck you need to do. Get uglier friends. And maybe motherfuckers will choose you out of the group. Maybe, just maybe. But you ugly as shit and niggas ain't hollering at you. And we're not hollering for a reason. We're not hollering for a reason. Bitch look like a fucking gorilla in the face, and I'm supposed to, like, bitch, please. Looking like a linebacker for the Dolphins or some shit, and I'm supposed to, like, fuck with her? Bitch, no. I'm cool.
You don't listen to me. If you don't care about my experience, if you are not willing to have a conversation with me about who I am and why I feel the way I feel. If you don't care.
I don't give a fuck about who you are, what you are, how you are. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You ugly in the face. And if you ain't trying to fuck, then I'm cool. I'm moving on to the next one that is trying to fuck. You don't look like Mariah Carey. Like, no. Like, bitch, you ain't got the options that you think that you have. She's running around like she thinks she has options. Lady, you don't have options. You don't have options. Oh, if you don't want to know me or you don't want to know about my experience as a black woman, bitch, I don't want to know your fucking experience. To be honest with you, I just want to fuck with you by night. I don't even want to fuck with you by day, if we being honest. The fuck is you talking about? I just want to know about you by night. So I can get some coochie and I could be out. You're the one playing this motherfucking game. Well, he's saying he doesn't want to know me. Bitch, I don't want to know you. I'm cool. I'm cool for real. I'm not interested in you. If you got a solid neck game and you can suck a golf ball through his garden hose, bitch, we rocking for real. Other than that, get the fuck out my face. Cause you're not a looker. You ugly as shit. If you're ugly, stop trying to fuck with niggas that, look like something. And that's just real. Stop trying to fuck with niggas, that look like something. Understand what the fuck your position is. You trying to fuck with fly ass niggas? No. If you don't want to be just a booty call, Go fuck with one of them nerd ass niggas to where they don't care how you look. As long as you like video games like they like video games. Go fuck with them. But me personally, I'm trying to fuck with one of them bad joints. You know? I'm trying to fuck with one of them joints that's, you know, that a regular nigga can't have. That's the type of shit I'm trying to fuck with. If you want some other shit and you just, nah, it ain't gonna happen for you. You tripping. You tripping. You playing the game all wrong. You're not about to get. You're not about to get a dude who's, you know what I'm saying, on the top of his game, that works out every day. No, that's not who you finna get. That's not who you finna get. You don't understand that. And I don't give a fuck if you work out every fucking day, bitch. You look like Magilla Gorilla in the fucking face. I'm cool off you, and I don't give a fuck how you see it after that. I don't care. I'll put some pipe in you. We can fuck, but after that, nigga, it's over. I'm moving on to the next shit. I'm cool off that. And we have to understand that there's niggas like me that are alive. Yes, there's niggas like me that are alive. Yes. And we operate like that. That's how the fuck this shit works. Bitch, nigga, a lot of you motherfuckers know you ugly. A lot of you motherfuckers know you ugly. So allow niggas like me who just want to creep to get my nut off. Allow me to get my shit and just do your thing. Go fuck with one of them clown ass niggas or one of them goofball niggas. But just know when I'm stepping, I'm just trying to get one off. Don't try to play me like, oh man. No, bitch, you never finna get, you know, no super fly nigga. Understand that shit. You have to understand that. God didn't bless you with looks. Understand that. Okay, well, you don't have it. Well, maybe you could deal with some type of nigga who, you know, whatever, that can fuck with you. Okay, cool, but I'm not fucking with you. I'm not doing it. I'm just trying to get a nut off real quick. And you're not finna make me fucking feel bad. You're wrong about that. Ain't a fucking thing you can do that's gonna make me, oh, this nigga just only wanted to fuck. Yes, indeed. I wanted to get my nut off. You motherfucking right. And I'm not finna feel bad about it. Ain't nobody finna make me feel no way about it. Oh, he thinks I'm ugly. You ain't the prettiest of the bunch. So I'm just gonna move around real quick. And I hope you're okay with it. Oh, you're not? So what? I'm still moving. I ain't playing games with you motherfuckers. Motherfuckers wanna just hold you, motherfuckers want to put you in situations to where they just hold you and like you can never move, and it's like, yo, bitch, I'm in high demand. I'm in high demand. I'm just not one of these. Like, no, I'm not one of these motherfuckers. I'm not. You look at it like, oh, bad shit. I would have fucked Qube, so. You know, no, a lot of motherfuckers want to fuck me. That's what it is, and that's what the fuck is gonna be, and that's what it will stay. So you need to figure out your motherfucking life, bitch. Don't use me as a goddamn barometer of what you figured out or what you can't figure out. No, I'm none of that. I'm none of that. Don't use me, motherfucker, because I'll switch up. I'll switch up on you. Ass. I'm not finna switch up like I never knowed you, but I will switch up on you. Ass. Don't try to play with me. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Nah, I'll be out of there like yesterday. Like yeah, I hit that, but still though, I'm not fucking with it. Back in the day, you fuck on one of them ugly bitches, niggas would be like, ah, man, you fucked on that ugly bitch. Niggas would be like, ah, look at you, you fucked on an ugly bitch. Nigga, not as an adult. That shit don't work. When you fuck on an ugly bitch as an adult, nigga, yeah, I got my shit off. Nigga, you sitting there with blue balls, not me. I got my shit off, nigga. But that's not even the point. The point is, don't try to make me like a pet project, bitch. You're not finna get me to be a pet project. Like, I finna do this or I finna do that. No. I hit the cheeks and I'm out. If you don't understand that, then I can't help you. Because that's really all I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do. Straight like that. That's it. That's it, bro. I don't even know how we got into that conversation, but let's get into this other shit. Let's play a little bit more of this.
Care about that? You couldn't even lead me to the bathroom. I piss on myself. Don't worry about it. So I'm just saying, point is, I want us to have conversations where we are listening to each other.
No.
And sometimes admitting that sometimes
she's lying. She's lying. She doesn't want conversations. She wants for there to be a conversation to where she's right about what's being said. To where she can then go back into her fucking rat hole. To where she can say, hey, I was right about this. Hey, I was right about that. Or talk to the niggas that's fucking on her. To where she can say, hey, I was on a show and niggas was talking about this and niggas was talking about that. And I was actually right. Like the nigga who's fucking on her is going to give a fuck about any of that shit. You're going to be like, bitch, just put your head back down. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? So no, that's not what she actually wants. She wants to be right so she can control niggas. Bitch, you ain't controlling shit.
Times we may pass each other. On both sides. Not just Aisha, but the men too. So I'm not gonna be made to be feel bad that I wasn't listening. I heard something about black people need to something, and I just
look. She wasn't even paying attention. The only thing on her mind is dick. This fucking ragamuffin ass raggedy. She ain't paying attention to shit. She just thinking of dick. How can I get niggas to fuck me, even though I may be overachieving as a black woman? That's all she wants. She just want niggas to fuck her, and if she don't want niggas to just fuck her, she wants attention from black men. That's all the fuck she wants. She wants attention. And that will make her somehow better in her fucking life. She wants attention. She's telling you right here, she doesn't give a fuck about what's going on in the black community and how she can make it better. She doesn't care about that. She wants attention. That's the shit that's going to ring her fucking bell is attention.
It was like, I'm not listening to this because this is not a real solution. So that's why I checked out. And I couldn't add nothing to it. But
so let me ask you a question. You don't think that
like this is loser mentality. Like this woman, Bohemian Noir, she's trash. She's telling you, I don't give a fuck about what's going in the black community. I just want attention. As long as there's black men that's giving me attention, that's trying to fuck me, some of these niggas I'm gonna give them the pussy, some niggas I'm not. I just want attention. That's all the fuck I want. Give me attention. I'm starved for this shit. I just want attention. God damn. That's all the fuck I want. I don't want anything else. I just want attention. God damn. And the moment you give me that attention, then I can try to reverse that shit on you. That's all she wants.
You got energy, boy. You got energy.
I'm sorry,
Cooley got energy.
Get in.
My bad.
After that, I was like, Marquette, just shut up, boy. Just shut up, boy. Boy, just shut up. That's what I was thinking. I was telling myself, nigga, shut up, nigga. Ain't nothing you can say, nigga. This nigga Cooley got energy. See, Cooley, you be saving up energy because you ain't got.
I know Pearl was supposed to go. I definitely.
No, I'm about to go. You don't have to and take over.
Can I ask?
Excuse me.
Can I ask my question? But it is Miss Pearl's turn. Go ahead, Miss Pearl. Go ahead.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I definitely want to interject after Pearl.
Excuse me. Oh, okay. We good? Thank you. All right. I want to ask.
Pearl, you talk too much. You talk too much.
I haven't spoken enough.
You talk too much.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You don't play with me, or stay with me. All right.
Hold on. Let me read this from Miss Wright. She says Marquette is someone who. She says Marquette is someone who gets on my nerves whenever he opens his mouth. I believe he thinks he's better. Yes, he thinks he's better than most of us. And sister, you are spot on. This dude thinks that he's better than most of us. He truly thinks that he's better than most of us. Even when you listen to the way how he talks, he tries to make it seem like he's better than, the average niggas. Oh man, I grew up around you niggas, but I wasn't one of you niggas. Like, huh? So yeah, you're 100% right. He does give off that air, if you will, not AIR, but that HEIR. He gives off that shit like, oh, he's better than niggas. It's like, no, the fuck you're not, bro. No, you're not. But let's continue.
I want to know what this is to Marquette. What are...
I ain't talking no more. Bo said she didn't heard enough.
No, it was like some extra in the
I ain't about to
background.
put her to sleep out here.
What are 3 universal ideologies that you think we need to move forward with? Because I know we spoke about ideologies.
Now, see, I'm going to be honest with you. Coming from her, no disrespect, but most of the time, light-skinned women, they don't have anything to add to the fucking conversation. But I will give her a lot of respect and a lot of love because she asked a very poignant question. That was super poignant and super substantive. She said, what are 3 things that, well, her problem is she asked this fucking idiot, what are the 3 things? So the question was amazing. So let's see how he responds to that question.
Maybe not 3. Can you just give me I want to keep it short because I'm going to drop down. So can you just
No. She fucked up. Now she's saying, well, don't give me 3. Just give me 2 or just give me 1. No, you should have stayed exactly where you were.
give me 1 for right now? I would love to have more discussions about it, but if you can just give me 1 universal ideology, because I got 2 other questions for you. So we can just start there first. Can you give me a universal ideology that we can move forward with?
It's not universal, number 1, because that would apply to all people.
Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? If she's asking you for something that's universal, why are you saying, no, it wouldn't be universal because it would apply to all people? Are you saying that there's nothing that black people can use that's universal that could apply to all black people, but that black people can also use to help us out in our situation? Idiot. No, there are things that are universal that people do use universally that that is helpful to us, even though other people use it. See, this is the problem with this dude. Because he wants to come off as intelligent, but he says, well, no. It doesn't have to be universal. No, the question was very poignant.
When all things,
No,
so
I mean,
it would
us,
have to be.
us, us as black people. I mean, us, like, what we
You're saying it should be universal to black people.
Yes, it should be universal to black people. What the fuck else did you think she meant? These things can be universal to black people, but it can also help black people. Even though other people may use these things, black people universally, she's asking you, what can black people universally use to help us, even though other people may be using these things? That's what the fuck universal means. And this dude is such a fucking numbskull, he doesn't understand this.
Okay, I say two simple things. So one, patriarchy, male leadership. The woman needs to be obedient. I think that would solve a lot of problems.
Wrong. I have a huge problem with that. So he's saying that the woman should be obedient to the male. Bro, that's a huge fucking problem. Because what he's alluding to is that all males have the best way to move forward when it comes to them and their family. Wrong. Just because you are a male doesn't mean that you have the best idea. It doesn't mean you have the best idea. And see, this is the problem with brothers like this, is because what they want to say is, oh, well, the man should be the one that's taking over everything. No. In a lot of situations, women are more intelligent than men. So why don't we allow women to grow and accentuate their intelligence and bring men along? Why the fuck is that not an option? But instead, women should be subservient and obedient to men, even though a lot of these men are not prepared, they're not apt, they're not ready to be in leadership positions. So why should it be just the male? He's totally wrong on that. Let's continue.
And then number two, I got a 3-sentence Bible for you. Be yourself, be good to yourself, be good to good people. When you say
no, wrong again. You don't make things better by being yourself. Sometimes you have to be somebody else to make things better. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if I was Qube, who I am all day, every day of the fucking week, it would not help my daughter be what she needs to be. If I was who I wanted to be every day and I treated everybody and I was just Qube all the fucking time and it was just me 100% all the time. No, a lot of times I have to sit back. A lot of times I have to acquiesce. A lot of times I have to do things that I don't want to fucking do. A lot of times I have to do things that I don't want to do to get the best results out of my daughter. I can't just be who Qube is. Just be who you are. No, I can't just be who I am. Because if I was just being who I was, it would come off as negative. It would come off as pompous. It would come off as pretentious. It would come off as a lot of those things. So a lot of times I have to push that part of me to the background so the other part of me can shine and allow people so they can grow. I can't just be who the fuck I want to be. Now, when I go live, a lot of times I let out my personality and this is who I am. But think about it. When I go live and I'm just talking and I'm giving shit raw, do you really think I'm like that to my daughter all day, every day? I can't be that way. I'm a single father. So there's times that I have to be on the softer side. I can't just be myself. There's times to where I have to be on the softer side. There's times to where I have to allow my daughter to get away with things. And then I have to tell her, okay, I saw you got away with that, but understand I did still see that. But I can't just be myself all the time. So he's wrong. No, it's not about always being your fucking self. When I'm on here and I'm checking this nigga, yeah, I'm being myself. This is the Qube you guys know and sometimes you love. But I'm not like this with my daughter. Sometimes I have to be that way so she understands how life is. When I'm trying to teach her a life lesson, I have to come with, this kind of veracity. Sometimes I do have to do it, but most of the time, no. Most of the time, I'm trying to give her words of wisdom so she can understand life. I'm not sitting on this motherfucker playing with you niggas. I'm telling you exactly what time it is. So no, he's wrong.
Again, yourself, know what you really are as a black human or as a woman. Be good to yourself, good health, take care of yourself, and be good to good people. Don't deal with people you consider who are not good people. Only deal with those that are vetted and verified. So those little taste. Okay, what else you got for me?
What are 2 forms of group economics that you think we need to establish?
I actually don't promote group economics.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. This is a win for the brother. Just to show you that I'm not a sucker for real. That's a win for the brother because he said he's not for group economics. If you're living in 2025 and you're thinking that group economics is going to help the black community do any fucking thing, you're sadly mistaken. And you're wrong. It's 2 left feet. Group economics is the last thing we should be thinking about. Group economics is so wrong. But let's see what he talks about. Let's see how he spins it. Because I would spin it a different way. But let's just see.
So what we do need to do is use family business, and that's why I talk so much about family, because that's the
Okay, so he's already wrong. He's talking about family business. No, bro. No. We should not be using no family business. All of that shit is trash. All of that shit is garbage. Because what he just did was when he said family business, he's actually acquiescing to group economics. When you talk about family business, what the fuck are you talking about? You're talking about group economics. So he said group economics doesn't work, and then he went back into group economics. But let's listen a little bit more.
first firm, economic firm. So we need family business, number 1. And then number 2, we deal with one another in commerce.
Whoa. He said we need to deal with each other in commerce. That's group economics, which doesnn't work, which he just disagreed with. What the fuck are you talking about? He's talking in circles. Yo, see, if I was on this panel, bro, you know what I would have said? I was like, hold on, bro. Everything that you just talked about, you said that you don't want to deal in group economics, but everything that you just said is group economics. And we understand in 2025 going into 2026, group economics doesn't work because we understand neoliberalism. Neoliberalism doesn't allow fucking group economics. And see, this is what I'm saying, bro. If you don't understand neoliberalism, which I have broken down on this fucking channel a multiplicity of times, if you don't understand what the fuck this shit is, I can't help you at this point. I've gotten to the place to where I've said it over and over and over and over to where I think people are tired of me repeating these same fucking talking points. Group economics cannot help you in 2025 when neoliberalism is running rampant. It doesn't work. It's impossible for it to work. It doesn't work. And all he's saying is, oh, let's practice group economics. This is what he's saying. None of this stuff works, bro.
So I wouldn't call that group economics because it's kind of something else. Like, for example, just quick example.
It's kind of something else. Are you willing to explain to us what it is? Or do you just want to just say it's just kind of something else? No, it's just group economics. And group economics does not work with poor people. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. The system that we are under doesn't allow group economics to work. It just doesn't, bro. Like, this is crazy. Like, and this is like my problem that I have with this dude is because he's a pseudo intellectual and he wants to say these type of things. Bro, group economics doesn't work, bro. It just doesn't. But let's go.
One of the Saints, he lives 4 hours away. He's an electrician. I paid that boy extra money to drive down here and drive back up and paid him whatever he asked because I'd rather deal with him than deal with.
Oh, so he thinks, oh, okay, I get it now. He thinks that's group economics to where he paid a dude that drove out of state to come and fix his cable or whatever the fuck. That came over to fix his cable and then he paid him a little bit extra. He thinks that's group economics. Okay, well, let me ask you this. Who has access to do shit like that? Who has access to that? Who has access to where instead of paying the regular Spectrum man that would come, that would do it for free, you can pay someone $300? Who the fuck has access to that shit? That's number one. That's number one. Bro, get out of here with that, bro. That's trash.
one of the hillbillies near my plantation.
And see, watch this. Even furthermore, when we get into and we dissect what he's talking about, he says his plantation. He says his plantation. But he supposedly has a plantation to where it's black people that's supposed to be living and all of this shit tilling the land. But he says his plantation. So do you own the people on your plantation? Like, none of this makes sense in the grand scheme. None of it.
Okay, that kind of took what you would want it to look like economically. What do you think we need to do to move forward to, what do you think it would look like politically? Like us to be successful to move forward politically.
So we should try our best to withdraw from the tax system.
That's the stupidest shit in the fucking world. So what we should do is withdraw from the tax system. What does that even mean, to withdraw from the tax system? What does it mean to withdraw from the tax system? What does that mean? What does it look like? Can you give us any examples of what it looks like to withdraw from the tax system? No, he's just saying this shit. There's no way that you can withdraw from the tax system. If anything, you have to be in line with the fucking tax system. Like, a lot of this shit is just garbage, bro. This shit is just trash. And a lot of these niggas just say this shit hoping that it'll misdirect you. Yeah, but what we need to do is we need to withdraw from the tax system. What the fuck are you talking about, withdraw from the tax system? What does that look like, to withdraw from the tax system? Who are the people that can withdraw from the tax? Like, none of this shit makes sense.
And reinvest that money into ourselves.
Withdraw from the tax system and reinvest that money into ourselves. Are you down again talking about group economics, the same shit that you and myself agreed that doesn't work? Like, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, that's why I say I would love to debate this dude, because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's all over the place. Like, on one hand, he wants to say, X, Y, and Z doesn't work, and we need to withdraw from the system, but we need to withdraw from the tax system. No, nigga, that's not how you do this shit. Nigga, it's called revolution. Some shit he's not willing to do because he doesn't want to lose his status in the situation that he's in right now. He's not interested in none of that shit. Like, this is clown shit, bro.
A political party is not going to help us, but whatever we do, we'd have to do it as a block. So whether we're
So he says political parties won't help. And like, that is so retarded to me, bro. That is so retarded. Like, I remember, on my journey, and I got to get this brother. I definitely got to get this brother on the show, the brother Domo. The brother Domo said this shit. Not in these exact words, but he said politics. The brother Domo said to me, he was like, bro, politics is the activity that decides who gets what. And I remember at the time, I took what he said, but I didn't get what he said. But as I begin to further study politics and understand this shit, something went, like, really it took for me to really study more into socialism and then communism. But the shit went off like a fucking light bulb. It went off like a light bulb. And I was like, hold on. So now when I hear niggas talk like this, I'm like, you niggas don't want to engage into politics? So check this out, right? So check this out. So when you read into what politics is, let's just read what politics is. Politics is a set of activities that are associated with making decisions. Let's think about that momentarily. So politics is the set of activities that are associated with making decisions. So what you're saying is you don't want to be associated with the activity that's associated with making decisions. So anytime I hear a nigga that say, nah, we shouldn't be associated or we shouldn't fuck with politics, I'm like, damn, so you don't want to be on the side of the people that determine who gets what? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't want to engage in politics. So you don't want to be a part of the people that decide who gets what. This is why we know the FBA shit is straight garbage because they don't want to deal in politics. They don't want to deal with none of that shit. FBA is straight garbage. So now we move forward. It says making decisions in groups or other forms of power relations. So when you begin to kind of study these things, you kind of look at it like, damn. These niggas that's saying that they don't want to be a part of politics, it's like, so you don't want to be engaged into none of this shit? Because we'll sit back and say, well, the Jews got such and such. Well, the Germans got such and such. Well, it's because they were engaged into politics. They were engaged into politics. But when we talk about why black people ain't got this and why black people ain't got that, well, we have to engage in politics just like everybody else. This is why FBA gets nothing. They have no plan for anything politically. It's just hate all people that come from a different land, and there's nothing else. It's hate all people that come from a different land and nothing else. They have no political rhyme or reason why they're doing this shit. They started off by saying, well, we need to call ourselves something different. That way we can get reparations. But hold on. If we start calling ourselves FBA, listen to me, family. Listen to me very carefully. If we call ourselves FBA, we distinguish ourselves. Now, what happens when the other black people call themselves FBA? What happens after that? What happens? Because it wasn't hard for Africans and other people to call themselves black. So it won't be hard for Africans and other people to call themselves FBA. It won't be hard either. So just by calling ourselves something different, we're supposed to get reparations. Bullshit. They're lying to you. It's made up. Because these same so-called Africans who are hating on us, who call us a kata, who are supposedly taking everything from us, they call themselves black too. If you have Africans that still want to steal and take away from FBAs, what's stopping them from calling themselves FBAs? They call themselves black already. They call themselves black Americans. What is stopping a Nigerian from calling him or herself FBA? What's stopping it? What's stopping it? Oh, see, well, they're not a part of the lineage. But what's stopping them from saying that they're FBA? What's stopping them from saying it? Oh, you delineated. Okay, I heard you. You're calling yourself something different. Okay, I heard you. But what's stopping Africans, Caribbeans from calling themselves that? Nothing is stopping them from doing it. What they're so stupid and they don't understand is when reparations are eventually doled out, if that's the case, it wouldn't matter if people from Nigeria or the Congo call themselves black. Or if they call themselves FBA, it wouldn't matter because we're going to have to look into your family lineage and we're going to have to use that as a fucking determining factor. Not if you call yourself black, not if you call yourself FBA. So all this is a dressed up movement to hate on fucking black people from none of the parts of the world. That's all the fuck it is. And a lot of you niggas are too stupid to even pick up on it. You can't even pick up on this shit. That's why I was so upset with my brother Lex Vortex because he like, yeah, man, fuck them African niggas. And I'm just like, bro, what are you talking about? These niggas can call themselves FBA tomorrow. It doesn't mean that they're going to get reparations. They don't have the family lineage that they can show. Who cares what they call themselves? They can call themselves rainbow people and have a ribbon in the fucking sky to show that they're the rainbow people. But they can't show the lineage that they come from this thing. So all it is Tariq Nasheed making you niggas hate on fucking Africans for no goddamn reason. That's all it is, bro. It's a xenophobic movement. It's a xenophobic movement, and you niggas are too stupid to even understand it or even wrap your hand around it. Oh, you know what? If we just call ourselves something different, we're gonna be able to get reparations. No, that's not how it works. When it's time to give reparations, they're going to delve into your history. Excuse me. They're going to delve into your history. And if you don't have the history that supports a person that should get reparations, you won't get reparations. You could call yourself black, Chinese, Guyanese, or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. None of that matters. None of it. You won't get reparations. But they think if you call yourself something different, it's just a mask. It's just a mask to hate other people. And this is why we say it was CIA funded, because why are we all of a sudden magically hating on fucking Africans that had nothing to do with what the fuck that's going on right now? You got white people that's hating Mexicans, and then you got black people that's hating on fucking Africans coming over here to the country. Why the fuck is that taking place? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Niggas got no answer. Because it's a CIA operation, and Tariq Nasheed is a CIA operative. That's it. That's it, bruh. There's nothing more else to talk about. Any African that you talk about, listen, the Nigerian niggas been scamming niggas for years, talking about, oh, well, you got a prince that's a cousin in Nigeria. They've been sending niggas emails for years trying to scam niggas. What, they gonna stop? They're just gonna change the message to, hey, you FBA, you got a fucking cousin that's over in Nigeria. That's a prince. They're just gonna change the language. They're just gonna change the language, and then what? Niggas is still finna fall for it. Changing your name means nothing, bruh. Oh, see, if we change our name and we delineate, it'll make it easier for us to get reparations. No, you still finna listen. If the United States government decided to give reparations to black people, you're gonna have white people lining up to get fucking reparations because they're gonna say there was some black dude 150 fucking thousand years ago in my lineage, and they're gonna be trying to get it, and they're not FBA. You're gonna have so many people lining up to trying to get reparations. What the fuck are you talking about? When it's free money, all types of motherfuckers pop out. So to try to say that you're gonna change your name to where it's gonna stop people from popping out, bullshit. These same Nigerians that was trying to scam you, these same Nigerians are gonna pop out and be trying to get reparations. That's just what's gonna happen. Do we hate them? Do we begrudge them? No, nigga, you just a fake. Get out of here. You don't get reparations. But these niggas are trying to make it seem like, oh, the Nigerians are our enemy because, you know, they're trying to take something from us. No, this is what the fuck they do. This is what a lot of them do. They scam. Okay. Let them scam. But when it comes times for reparations, them niggas won't be able to sniff a piece of it. Because there's nobody in their family of history that they can show. What the fuck? It ain't no fucking Nigerian that's over here that would listen. Maybe 1 or 2 or maybe 100 would be able to slip through the cracks and get some fucking reparations. Because this is what these niggas do. But when we looking at the overwhelming majority of these people, no, nigga, bro, they're not. Bro, you're gonna have Chinese motherfuckers that slip through and get some of that reparations money. You're gonna have white people that slip through and get that reparations money. By you changing your name to FBA is not going to make it to only black people. No, that's not how this shit works. That's not how it works. You're gonna have white people that's gonna be getting reparations. That little fucking 2% of black blood, yeah, they're gonna use that to get their reparations, nigga, and they're gonna get it. That little 2% of black blood, they're going to use that shit to get their reparations. You trying to keep out all of these other black motherfuckers, but you're gonna see that there's gonna be so many white motherfuckers just pop up that's gonna get reparations. So instead of just trying to just get the shit so you can be good, you trying to hold niggas out so they don't get it, but you gonna find so many white people that fucking get it. Especially if it's based on your fucking criteria. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of white motherfuckers. These same white motherfuckers who raise the Irish flag and all of that shit on Irish Day parade, them same motherfuckers is finna be going down to that office and say, I took a DNA test and I got 1.5% black blood. I want my reparations. And they finna give them a check for $200,000-$300,000. And what are you gonna say about it, Tariq, or any of his underlings? Not a fucking thing. But if an African get it, you niggas is finna lose your fucking mind because you're clowns. All of you niggas are clowns. You're clowns. You niggas want to fucking appropriate where the white man gives his money out at. And instead of you being satisfied with you getting the shit, you want to lock other niggas out. And the sad part about it is you niggas are willing to not get it as long as other black people don't get it. That's the sad part, is that you niggas are willing to not get reparations as long as other black people don't get it. And see, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. This is the same shit that happened to white people. This is the same thing that happened to white people. White people didn't want black people to have certain things in this country so fucking bad that they ended up not being able to have access to it. They end up not being able to have access to it. When you look at shit like healthcare used to be free. You used to be able to go to a hospital and just get fucking healthcare. But as soon as black people start getting access to that shit, they said, hold on. We need to institute some shit called insurance. To where now you gotta fucking pay to get access to this shit. And guess who's been getting fucked over ever since? White people. Because they didn't want black people to have access to this shit. And that's what you motherfucking niggas are doing. You don't want other Africans or whatever the fuck to have access to this shit. So much so, you willing to cut off your nose to spite your fucking face. And I say good. Let the fucking scamming Africans that are gonna scam, let them fucking get it as long as we can get ours. I don't give a fuck about some scamming ass Africans that just want to get their shit. Let them get it as long as we get ours. The fuck? When Jews got reparations, do you know how many motherfuckers that weren't Jews that got reparations? When it came to the Japanese in the fucking 80s, do you know how many people that weren't fucking Japanese that actually got a part of that shit that weren't Japanese, but they got something out of it? Yes, this is how it works. You have to allow these people to get their shit so you can get yours. But no, not with the FBA goofballs. Not with the FBA goofball. They don't want nobody to get it. And if it means anybody can get something, they don't even want it. Crazy, ain't it? If it means anybody could potentially get something, then they'd rather not have it. They'd rather not have it. That's crazy to me. I'm not fucking with that. If it means 100,000 fucking Africans get fucking reparations, I'm cool. As long as I get my shit. Because this is a debt that's owed. This ain't got shit to do with niggas that's scamming. This is a debt that's owed. So when the Japanese in fucking 1984, and I say this all the time, my mother, who had nothing the fuck to do with my mother wasn't even born in World War II during that time. But guess what? She had to pay for them fucking Japanese to get their reparations. She wasn't even born during that time. But she had to pay for it. But all of a sudden, when it comes to black people, motherfuckers is like, nah, you niggas shouldn't get shit. Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. I don't give a fuck who you give it to. Just give me mine. I don't care who you give it to. Just give me mine. So, yeah, let's finish this video, and we're going to get on to the next.
Utilizing the Democrats or we're utilizing the Republicans, we do it as a block. So here's the thing. The Democrats and Republicans use us. Now we need to use them. And that can only happen as a block. I yield the floor.
See, this is so stupid. This is so dumb. The Democrats use us, so we have to use them. No, there is no such thing as using the Democrats. You can't use the Democrats. You can't use the Democrats. But by trying to use the Democrats, all you're doing is participating in the same system that they want you to participate in. So you can't use the fucking Democrats. The Democrats want you to be a part of this fucking system. Like, this is how I know that a lot of these dudes and a lot of these people, they actually don't study the system that we engage in every day. They don't understand this shit, bro. They truly don't understand this system. Well, since the Democrats use us, we're going to use the Democrats. You can never fucking use the Democrats. Anytime that you want to get in line or in lieu with the fucking Democrats, you're just doing their fucking bidding, which they want you to do anyways. There's nothing the fuck you can do that you can use the Democrats. Like, get out of here, bro.
Wait. So what do you think it would look like judicially then? Because that kind of extends over.
Oh, that's
I
very
got two
important.
categories, but
Sure. We also should try to co-locate, as I mentioned earlier, and that allows us to get into positions of power, whether it's elected or appointed. And in addition to that, we should be lobbying and utilizing the wealth we have.
No, the fuck it doesn't. Co-location does nothing. Well, we should try to co-locate. No, that does nothing, especially if you're not trying to engage in politics. Did you forget that he doesn't want to engage in politics? Nigga, no. Co-locating, coming together. None of that shit does anything if you don't want to engage in politics. None of that shit matters, bro. None of it matters. So we're going to all come together and we're not going to engage in politics. Nigga, please. None of that does anything, bro. What are you talking about? We're all going to come together to do what? Bro, this is crazy how these people think, bro. It's so crazy. And I could break this shit down like if we were actually, man, this is crazy.
Exercise influence, because legal justice, none of it's fair. It's all about lobbying and influence. And that's why we have to.
So if it's all about lobbying and influence, you're talking about the political system, the same system that you don't want us to engage into. You're talking about the same system that you don't want us to engage with. See, this is how you know these dudes are not, intelligent. Like nothing about what he said was interesting. Like nothing.
Be together.
Wow.
What do you think it would look like in terms of media and digital literacy?
That's really important. So the tech education, mathematics education, and language is the most important to start very early. It should be hyper-focused on game.
No, it's not bro. What? See, this dude is falling under the American system. He's done. He's cooked. He's telling you that tech is more important than fucking agriculture. He's telling you that tech is more fucking important than agriculture. Bro, do you not understand that agriculture is the fucking backbone of how we live as a people? He's telling you that banking and tech is more fucking important than agriculture. Are you for real? Are you not paying attention? How the fuck is tech more important than agriculture, bro? The way how we eat is through fucking agriculture. Nigga, we can't eat tech, nigga. We can't eat that shit. So the most important thing is always going to be fucking agriculture. It's always going to be that. Like the stupidity on this guy. And she's asking him questions like he's some kind of knowledge base. Like he has answers. Like, nigga, you ain't got no answers.
For employment. And in terms of media, this should all be highly controlled. Like, for example, I'm hosting an event in a week and a half called Saints Weekend, and it is produced by us. There's music from anyone outside, and all of the messaging is like, there's one black man was first. Like these kinds of messages that we need to be put into prayer in our minds.
And then what do you think about schools? Do you think it would be successful if we did segregated schools, or should we move forward? This is my last question, and I got to drop down.
So segregation is what was forced upon us. So segregation is forced. So we're more so separated, meaning by choice. And I would say homeschool, except that homeschool is very expensive. So when you co-locate, then you have enough kids so that you can basically hire people to teach. So you should have the wives will be educated, like the Aisha.
This is so fucking stupid. If you're talking about co-location, you are talking about segregation, bro. You're talking about segregation. So if you're talking about co-locate, what you're talking about be teaching those kids on this reservation or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, this is just crazy. Like, whoever this woman is, bro, I'm sorry, but she is ignorant as fuck. Maybe she was asking him this to try to expose him, but it sounds like she was really trying to get some knowledge from this dude. Like, there is no knowledge from this guy that's available. Like, there's no knowledge whatsoever that he has available to any fucking body. Like, none. If you're talking about co-locating, then yes, it is segregation because you're segregating your kids, and you would have to have a homeschooling situation to where it would eventually turn into a school, which would be segregated. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I just don't understand the stupidity of this shit. This location that he's talking about on his plantation, it will be a segregated situation. What the fuck is so hard to understand this shit? I don't get it, bro. I don't understand the stupidity of people. It's very difficult for me to understand this shit. But when the shit is just right there in your goddamn face, it's very fucking difficult for me. I'm sorry, but I'm one of those people. I'm just one of those people, bro. So I see stupidity, I call it out, and I can't understand how you can't fucking understand it. He's telling you, oh, no, it wouldn't be segregation. How the fuck would it not be segregation? If he's talking about co-locating, it would be segregation. Like, everything would be segregated. Damn, this is stupid. And I hate stupid fucking people.
She might not be pleasant, but she says she had 2 degrees. I'm sure she can teach a subject. And we can also hire people, especially our mathematics, our chemistry, and the more advanced subjects. And then everyone in the community is talking.
Yeah, let's go to the next video, bro. Like, this shit is so dumb, bro. And, like, to hear people ask him questions like he's some kind of fucking knowledge base, you know, it boggles my fucking mind. Like, he has some kind of fucking knowledge base that he can impart wisdom on people when this is what he's giving off. Like, this shit is pathetic in every sense of the word.
Sometimes I speak, people think I'm anti-African, I'm pro-African. But I think they're funny. They're like, the black American, you know, it's the no cultural value of the people. They twerk, they go. And it's like, nah, bro, I've been to more African countries than any African has. And they do the same dances. They try to dress like black men and black women, except they look dirtier. Their wig game is terrible. I mean, utterly terrible. And they're doing all the things we do on dirt roads. So the fact of the matter is, you're dealing with a case of jealousy. And I say this with all love for the African peoples. I'll be in Africa shortly. But the fact of the matter is, they come to the United States, as do many immigrants, and the dominant culture here is the white culture. And they try their best to step on our heads to appear palatable to the white dominant infrastructure.
African Americans would say, well, you're not one of them. Yes, I know, but I'm walking past my cousins, my nieces every day. So what is in my head is what is in their head. And what I'm explaining is something that they must listen to. When I say there is no such thing as African American culture, they're like, what do you mean? But culture for me is not dance, food, clothing. Those are not cultures. Culture is a worldview. The worldview is what drives people. Their relationship to wealth, to money, to community, to marriage, to family. It's the worldview they have. That's the foundation of a culture. Number 2, there is no possibility for you to have a culture without having a language. So if you read most of the books written by brilliant African Americans, the first thing you see, the headline is, the traumatic thing about slavery is not merely changing your environment. The traumatic thing about slavery is not merely asking you to work long hours. The Russians had hard labor camps in Siberia. Many countries, Japanese had it, where people work and they die. The traumatic thing about slavery is one thing only, which everyone has written about. They took our language away. They took our culture away. They took our history and religion away. That is a
Russian history by trying to say like, oh, well, they had slavery. No, not even close and or similar. Especially if he's talking about the fucking gulags. That's bullshit. But I feel like what he's trying to do is he's trying to make it to where the Africans who engaged in the worst slavery that's ever been perpetrated on earth, he's trying to absolve him people in one way or another, or to lessen. If he's not trying to absolve them, he's trying to lessen the blow of how African people perpetrated this shit. And that's something that I don't fuck with, because as a Pan-African myself, I think we have to be honest with this shit. And when you try to do little shit like, oh, you know, we did this, but, you know, you try to play the game of we didn't know that we was sending niggas over to a new land to just work this shit, work their lives out. And you try to, you know, say little stuff like this. I don't fuck with that. Sister Wright says, Qube, please do me a favor and stop calling her the B word. I thought I did that.
Right 2401 says, Qube, Please do me a favor and stop calling her the B word.
I definitely disagree with that, sister. I don't know. I think I kind of seen that comment too late, though. My bad. But yeah.
The traumatic thing about being a slave. Now, if they took those things away, how and when were they recovered? So I met a gentleman. I was attending a conference.
Well, okay. Well, how did we recover? Well, we didn't recover with any help of Africans, if that's what you're asking. Africans had no fucking help in how we recovered, if that's what you're asking. Africans were not trying to come to the Americas in the 1700s, the 1800s, the early 1900s. Obviously, and we know why. I'm not putting that on you, but we know why they weren't trying to come, because if they did come, they would have been made slaves. Like, duh. So when African Americans opened the door to where we were now people, to where we can now, have access to what was called the American dream, this is when you Africans came over. This is when you Africans came over. So I'm not gonna be one of these people that's gonna say, well, let's just give the Africans a break, because no, hell no. Hell no. The Africans are the one that sold us. The Africans owe us just as much reparations as white people do. They do. Understand this. I'm a Pan-Africanist. I'm most certainly a Pan-Africanist. But it doesn't, just because I'm a Pan-Africanist means that I get to let them off the hook. Africans, continental Africans, they have a fucking debt that's owed. They have a debt that's owed. They have a debt that's owed. Just because we can sit back and say, well, the Africans, they were under colonialism and they had a whole lot of shit that was going on with them, so we're supposed to just live and let live and just forget. Hell no. Hell no. I would love for the African continent to be as great as it can be. But in the midst of that greatness, I need you to understand what you did to black people. You have to understand what you did to black people. You were the helping hand. You were the fucking right arm of white supremacy that caused this thing to where right now, the furthest I can go back is to the goddamn 1800s or maybe the 1700s for some people, and we don't know the rest of our goddamn family. Whereas it's people like you on the continent, you have all of your history and we don't have ours. So hell no. I'm not letting no goddamn African get off. And see, this is where the FBA niggas lose their mind. Because they think that Pan-African is But the difference is you guys have turned your back and you want to be Indians versus us. We understand we're African. You've turned your back and now you want to be Indians. You want to be native to America, even though your DNA says different. Like all of this crazy stuff. We understand that we're African. These niggas are so fucking dumb that they resort and they turn into the turtle shells and they can't even make a poignant point. What the fuck did I... The question was, what did you lose when your country was essentially taken over by another country? And this stupid motherfucker is saying, whoa, I was frozen. I don't know what to tell him. He's so fucking dumb. He's telling you he can't even tell you what he fucking lost when his country was taken over by the fucking British. He's so fucking stupid. Oh man, my country was taken over by the British. I can't even tell you what happened to me because I'm such a fucking idiot. I can't even tell you what happened to me. I can't even tell you what happened to my country. Well, hold on. Let me tell you what happened to you. What happened to you is you begin to speak the king's language. They gave you a fucking language, you fucking goddamn idiot. They gave you a fucking language. That's the first thing that began to happen to you. You fucking idiot. Well, I don't know what happened to me. I don't even know. This stupid motherfucker has a brand new goddamn language. He has a whole goddamn different way of living his fucking life. But he's so fucking stupid, he can't tell you what happened to him when another fucking country took over his fucking country. His whole fucking way of life was changed in one fucking day. His whole way of life was changed in one day. And this stupid motherfucker is sitting here telling you he doesn't understand what the fuck happened. Do you understand what happened? Are you cognizant of what the fuck happened or how things were before this fucking country took over your shit? Were you cognizant? Do you fucking understand what was going on before this country took over your shit? These stupid fucking niggas, bruh. This is the problem that I have with these people. Is that they're so fucking ignorant. He's like, oh my God, I don't know what the fuck happened. Oh, just one day, I just woke up. And I would, in my country, and we were just sucking another dick of another fucking country. And we were just giving them all of their resources. I don't know what the fuck happened. Just one day we woke up and, we were just giving them all of our resources. So you mean to tell me you have no idea of what the fuck actually happened to you, bro? You have no fucking idea? These are your coons. These are the niggas that you lambast and talk about. Trash motherfuckers like this. Hey, man, I just woke up one day and, hey, France just, we were speaking French. I had no fucking idea that they was going to take over every fucking thing. Just one day, I just woke up and we were speaking French. Clown shit. You fucking idiot. Listen to this fucking idiot.
Prof, you tell me, and that will give me some idea. And he said, no, we're Koreans. We're colonized by the Japanese. So when they left, all we lost was time. We just went.
All we lost was time. We didn't lose our culture. We didn't lose anything. The only thing we lost was time. Do you hear this fuckhole? This idiot. The only thing we lost was time. No. We didn't lose our culture because we started speaking like them. We didn't lose